Okay guys, this is an update on that well, and I'm just going to show you real quickly. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to see it, but see that hole there? Remember all those rains we were talking about getting? Well, it survived the majority of them, but as you can see the hole over there? So now when it rains, all the water is going to hit that metal and come all the way down, hit the hole, and come into the well. Now the well, I don't have no pictures of it right now, but I did take some pictures on my cell phone because it's the only camera I had at the time. And if I'm able to, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but if I'm able to, I'll post them into the video. And you'll be able to see this area right here after the collapse. That whole section, that, if you remember from an earlier video, that whole section was just floating and the roots were holding it up. And if you look there, all that's going to collapse sooner or later here, all the way back to there. All of that's going to go during the next rain. So I dug out all of the fallout, all of it, and I made a channel all the way around. And then I brought this wall, this side of the dam, I'm sorry, this side of the well up so that it can take the fall. Because the next rain, no matter what, you're going to have rain coming down the metal, into the hole, and from the hole down into there. So I had to make a channel down there. So I dug all that dirt out, and that dirt, that right there is how much collapsed. That's not counting what's down in the actual bottom of the well itself. But all of this, that's what collapsed. I mean a massive collapse. So from there all the way down, all of that. Okay. So I came in, dug it all out. I have not dug out the wall. As you can see, the step's missing now too. It's just that little bitty spot there. All of that's now gone. Here's the original step, remember? There's a step there and then a step there. Okay, all of that is now gone. Okay? But as far as the well, right now it's got 7 foot of water in it. It's right at 7 foot. When it hits those heyday blocks, right there, the bottom heyday block, that's 9.5 feet. So it's got quite a bit of water, but it's also got about 3 foot of dirt down at the bottom. So it's got 7 foot of water minus 3 foot of dirt. So it's really only got about 4 foot of water at this point. It would have a whole lot more if that dirt hadn't collapsed down in there. So here's another view of this. Let me just go on down in here. I'll show you the channel. This is the channel I dug. And this is, all of this was full of dirt. Okay, and this is where it all collapsed down at, right here. So now we're gonna have like a waterfall when it rains tomorrow, and then again Tuesday and Wednesday. So all of that's gonna collapse down, as well as all of that, and probably a pretty good section of that as well. But as you can see, here's the top, and I'm gonna put some more blocks in. But that's inside the well. Okay, so here it is. There's the blocks, and you can see, I'll just come around here so you can get a better idea how deep it is. So there's the blocks, and there's the dirt down here. Okay, so I'm standing even with this block. It comes up to my neck, so it's sprayed at about 5 foot, about 5 foot, 5 foot 2, somewhere in there to the bottom down here. Okay, so I had to dig all this back out. Hopefully I can get the pictures on there. All of that collapsed, and again those steps collapsed out of there. Everything's gone. So I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna go from here on around, and then I'm gonna try to get up at least one more layer, so about right up in here. Hopefully about even with that step over there, maybe a little bit higher, somewhere in there. And that'll put it about 4 foot from the actual top. So we're getting on up there now. And there's the top. Right now this block right here is exactly 5 foot 7 inches from the surface. There's the surface right there. So 5 foot 7. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys real quickly. I know I hadn't gotten very many videos out, guys. Been working a whole lot, so trying to play catch up and all that good stuff. So that's where it collapsed, from there to there. Okay, and then all of that. Everything in there. I mean, literally, underneath there's hollow. So all of that, all the way to right in here. So that whole section collapsed down. Right? So next time it rains, it's going to be getting water straight out of there, straight down into there, and it's going to pile up and come on around until it gets to water, wherever it sits at. Then all that water will work its way down the side and into the well. But again, I'm going to have to drain all this out anyway. And for the gentleman that didn't understand the drive point concept, this is what I was talking about, is this collapse. Because that collapsed down there, the majority of it stayed up here, but about 2 foot of it fell down in there. So the well itself is no longer 20 foot deep. It's now at about 18 or 17 foot deep. What I'm going to do is dig all that. I'm going to drain the water out of it, completely drain it, get it all out. Now I'm going to dig it back down to 20 foot. Then I'm going to put the well point in, okay, the drive point. So hopefully that'll help you to understand what I was talking about in the comments. Okay, if I drove it in before I started building this up, that drive point would have been right smack in my way when I go to dig out all of the collapse that's falling down inside of the well. So here's the step. As you can see, it's really not structurally sound at all, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, from up top, this is what we're looking at right here. There's the surface. Okay, so it's right at 5'7" on those top of those blocks there. And if I can get it up one more layer, I'm pretty sure that all of that collapsing down will stay on the outside of the well. If I can get it up one more layer. So anyways, I got to get to town and get some more blocks, and then hopefully it'll be up to about where that Heyday block is, which is about a little over 3 foot from the surface. So as you can see, I was using Heyday blocks there. Now I'm using the solid blocks, and I'm going to use the solid blocks on up quite a ways, but every once in a while I'm going to throw some rock in so I can have steps to get down in there, because that's what I've been using, is those steps. I mean, it's those stones as steps. As you can look down in there, you can see that you just step on the stones and work your way down in there until you get down there to the bottom. That way, you know, no need for a ladder, no need for any kind of metal ladder rungs or anything like that would rust. We'll just use the rocks, and the worst that'll happen with rocks is the minerals, the actual minerals from the rock will end up in the water, and you'll have mineral water, so it'll be okay. But absolutely no metal, no rebar, no metal ladders, no kind of anything, no wood, no nothing, just rock, concrete, and Heyday blocks basically is what it is. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off here. I love you guys. Find the word, locate it, get in the word, stay in the word, and get the word in you. The word is already in you. You just gotta locate it. It's inside of you. Talk to you guys later. Oh, by the way, well, actually, I'll save that for another time. Anyways, the pear tree over there, it's starting to get pears, and the apple trees are now blooming out. So anyways, I'll get off here, guys. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. Shalom to all.